Stokes, so we have a little slide up on the screen that says the golden age of TV news, video news. I don't know if that's really true or not, or a lot of hype, but let's just say there's a lot of content. You guys are publishing a lot of original video as well as the incredible amount of stuff that you get from NBC News. What is the opportunity in terms of the forum of creating original video for the web? What are people looking to watch? What seems to be working?
I think first and foremost, people are looking to watch news that they need to see in order to understand. So breaking news that has a highly visual character and good sound is really the bread and butter of our video traffic. Beyond that, though, there's part of needing to see something and hear something is personality. So a good subject, Ted Williams, the man with the golden voice on the Today Show, to use one sort of example on the lighter end, was hugely successful for us at driving traffic in January. As were really serious breaking news stories of a visual nature, from floods in Australia to mudslides in Brazil, where some amazing footage came out of that event, to personalities who are, actually your TV folks. I mean, clearly there are people like Chuck Todd talking about politics who sort of people want to know what Chuck has to say and how he has to say it. So I'd say that you need to want to watch it.
What about breaking news, and how does that work? And it's hard in a way for the web, for you guys with your newsrooms and satellites, maybe not, but talk about how, breaking news fits into the mix. And maybe in Egypt, that's a big story going on now, I suppose.
Breaking news, there are a variety of ways that we approach it. MSNBC.com as a company, as opposed to a website, owns BreakingNews.com, where we're experimenting with real-time iterative storytelling on breaking news, also managing the breaking news Twitter feed. We're still figuring out how to integrate agnostically sourced video reporting and links into that. Live video is certainly one way that we do it, to the degree that we have live coverage of an important event. In terms of Egypt, that's really a place where we depend very much on the resources of NBC News. So certainly the fact that you have Richard Engel, you have Aaron Burnett of CNBC, now Brian Williams of NBC Nightly News in Egypt reporting, we depend largely on those video assets. But we also, there's a NBC News producer in Cairo, based in Cairo, that we interviewed and posted a 2.5-minute package about the early sort of sprouting of the protests using agency footage days before there was that much coverage on television. So we're able to use those NBC sources both when the news is really breaking, but also if we can get ahead of it, use the fact that they're listening posts and mini bureaus and big bureaus around the world to cover international news like that.
Now, you guys have broken a record in January for traffic. Is that for one particular hit? Is it a trend? Why are you guys doing so well?
Well, our previous best month ever was June of 2009. We did 153 million streams that month, and that was the month where Michael Jackson passed away. And there was intense audience interest in that event, the live coverage of the memorial ceremony, as well as all of the rest of the coverage that we did. We see a broader set of content drivers in January, which led us, as of yesterday afternoon, to 158 million streams. So we handily beat that June 2009 number. And it was everything from some of the stories I've already mentioned, highly visual breaking news like the protest unfolding in Egypt, the floods in Australia, mudslides in Brazil, to lighter fare that's really interesting that you also really need to see. The Grand Piano on the Sandbar in Miami, for example, where we have a nightly news package, but then have a longer web-only interview with the young man who was responsible for the Grand Piano being there. People really wanted to see and hear that story. So that was part of it. The State of the Union was part of it. Obviously, the tragedy in Tucson was something that people really wanted to hear about what was happening, and also watch and listen to the discourse, to the conversation around our political discourse in the wake of those events. So it was really a broad set of content drivers, and that's what we really see swing our traffic from month to month. In the meantime, the steady growth that we see in video traffic, we attribute in part to our integration of video content into our new story pages, where a user can get text, photography, video, interactive and commentary all in one place. The concept of the sort of story page being the new cover and video being an integral part of that, to integration of our video player into our fast-growing blog platform, and things like the fact that you can look at closed captioning or transcript and seek right to the point of video that you want to watch. So a lot of feature investment, we think leads to satisfaction over months and years, and people coming back to us for news from NBC News.
Very good. Well, listen, thanks very much, Stokes. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks a lot, Andy.